Alright, what's up guys, it's Shadow, back with another tutorial video. This is the second tutorial video I'm making, and this time it's going to be how to make a Tokyo's Revenge type beat. Now before I start the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the first video. It went crazy. You guys got like 70 plus likes or some shit on that video in the first week. I wasn't even expecting like 50. You guys got 50 in like the first day, bro. Like, you guys are crazy, and I don't want to go too crazy, but I'm gonna say, like, if we could try to get this video to like 75 likes in the first week, I'm gonna keep making tutorial videos regardless, but that's gonna be the goal for this week. If you like the video, subscribe for more. You know, this is gonna be a weekly thing. Every Saturday I'm gonna be posting a tutorial video. Leave some comments down below on what you guys want me to do next. All right, so before we start, I'm just gonna say this is like a no melody Tokyo's Revenge type beat. I mean, like Clark Kent, Gotham, you know, songs like that. I mean, if you listen to Tokyo's Revenge, you know what I'm talking about. And we're just gonna start off and set the BPM to like 145 is like a good range. You could usually get away with like 130. Even like you can probably get like 120 to like 150-ish range is probably a good range for a no melody type beat. And we're gonna start off with some sound selection. I'm gonna open the channel rack, and the first thing I'm gonna do, there it is, Clark Kent 808. There you go. All right, so we got the 808 picked out. Now we're gonna grab a clap. If you guys don't have the Gucci kit, go download it. I think Sonatic has the video out for it, the Gucci kit version 3. This thing's too fire. I'm just gonna pick. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Fuego clap, and then I already know what hi-hat I picked. This 2020 hi-hat is just, this is like my go-to hi-hat for beats. It's really clean and really tight. That's why I like it. And I mean, honestly, the main components of a Tokyo's Revenge type beat, 808 clap, hi-hat. What's really gonna make the beat unique is the percs that you use. That's like everything in a Tokyo's Revenge type beat. The reason I said get the Gucci kit is because it has a lot of the perc noises that are in Tokyo's Revenge type beats, like not even like things that sound like them, like they're literally just sounds that they use in the beats. This sound right here, this bongo sound, is key, bro. This is in a majority of Tokyo's Revenge type beats, so you're gonna want to get the bongo. Obviously you don't want to like copy the beats like sound for sound, so I'm just gonna pick out like a random perc noise. I like the laser sound. In the rims, I'm literally gonna use all 3 rims. Rim 1, rim 2, rim 3. Each one of these noises is going to be used in the beat. Alright guys, so now we're done with the sound selection for the beat. Now we're going to get into actually making the beat. The first thing we're going to do is just lay out the clap. This is going to be really easy. Right click, piano roll. The way that I like to do it, just to make it really easy, is fill each 8 steps, delete the first one. I'm going to go through the channel rack. This little button right in the corner is going to adjust the velocity. I'm just going to crank it all the way up. Done. We're gonna go back to the actual beat. We're just gonna lay out the clap like that. Usually I like to just do like 8 bars when I'm making the beat, and then, you know, when I'm structuring it, obviously it's gonna be structured differently. Usually when I'm making a Tokyo's Revenge type beat, I start with the claps and then I go to the 808. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. We're gonna select the 808 and we're gonna start making the pattern. Actually, this is something I left out. I'm gonna run you through this real quick. Again, for your 808, this is what you want to do. Attack down, hold all the way up, decay down, sustain down, release down. You're gonna make it look like a square. That way, when you play your notes, it's gonna cut off when the note stops. It's not gonna trail on or anything like that. And that's something really common in Tokyo's Revenge type beats. So I'm just gonna start by laying out like a pretty simple pattern here. Actually, before we get into this, I'm gonna actually place the pattern down and listen through the song instead of through pattern. That way I could get an idea of how it's going to sound throughout the entire song instead of just the pattern. Yeah, I'm just gonna alright, this is like really basic, but I'm just gonna Control B, paste this over, Control B, paste this over again. This is like hella basic, but You'll see when I get done with this. So I have like a little something going on here. This is not the finished product, but I'm gonna actually delete what I had in the second 4 bars, paste that over. As you can see, I do these little like chop things, and this is like a pretty new thing that I think they started doing in like Gotham. But basically you just like you add like little rhythm taps or something like that. I don't really know what to call it. Basically you have these like rhythm taps, and they kind of hit right before the 808, and I'm going to add more in, but basically this is like a base 808 pattern that we have real quick. Alright, so now I'm going to add like little variations in the 808 pattern, and I mean after that we're pretty much done. Alright guys, this is the finished 808 pattern. As you can see, I didn't change too much up. I just added another like these little like 808 stabs right here, and I changed this like to like triplet notes or whatever the right term is for it. Alright, moving on, we're gonna go to the hi-hats. This is also a really simple part of the beat. It's usually just like they usually hit right before the clap and like nowhere else. So yeah, I'm just gonna lay out the hi-hats like I laid out the 808s. You'll sort of see what I'm doing. It's not that hard. Alright guys, so real quick, I actually ended up changing the hi-hat. I just thought it sounded better with the beat. But basically I have this little pattern going on. I'm just gonna paste it over. Alright guys, this is the finished hi-hat pattern. I didn't do too much to it. I just, you know, again, added a little variation. Changed like the 2 hits to triple hits. And then like right here, I added this little like roll, you know, where the velocity drops down. But other than that, you know, really simple. Hi-hats, claps, 808s. All pretty easy for the beat. Alright guys, the very last thing we're going to do for the beat is add the percs. The percs are everything for Tokyosrevengetypebeat, so watch closely for what I do. Again, not that complicated, but you just really want to get that part right, because the whole thing about Tokyosrevengetypebeats is how the 808s create pockets for the percs to hit. So if you could see here, this is an 808 hitting right there, 808 hitting there, 808 there. You know, there's all this room right here, there's all this room here, there's all this room here, and so on. This is where you want your percs to hit. Alright, so this is the first perc sound laid out. It's the bongos. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add the laser noise. Alright guys, I've laid all the perks out. I'm just gonna play the pattern for you so you can hear how the perks are hitting with the 808s. You can sort of get an idea of how you should do it yourself. So I'll play this real quick. One last thing with the perks is I usually level them a bit in the channel rack. You know, these knobs right here, the volume knobs. I'm just gonna lower certain sounds that I think are a little bit too loud in the track real quick. Alright, so basically I leveled the perks a little bit. Again, nothing crazy. I just kind of turned the volume down a little bit so they're not hitting too hard. If you guys noticed, I did put all of these in the same pattern. So real quick, I'm gonna right click on the pattern, split by channel, delete all this shit. I'm actually gonna delete the top too, and then if you go over to your patterns in the side here, hold control down, you can just select all these, drag them in, boom. You know, make sure it actually fits the correct, but oh my god, bro. Okay. Let's see here. All right, there you go. Alright, so this is pretty much the whole structured beat. Now I'm just going to do like a couple final touches. Again, master channel, soft clipper. Always put a soft clipper on your master channel. And the last thing I'm going to do, this is just up to you. I don't actually know the effect that they use in Tokyo's beats, but like the 808 will just turn into this like weird, like high pitched different noise. And I don't really know how to do that, but I do know. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a fruity parametric EQ, and I'm just going to cut all the high end out like this. It's going to sound like that. Alright, so now that we have those cut out, we're going to actually right click on this little knob right here and create an automation clip. For like the second little gap, I'm just going to add this little, or for like the second verse, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to add this little like drop out thing to add some build up in the beat, sort of like that. There you go. Make it a little curved, and then like the second verse, maybe like right here, we'll get like a little drop out going like that. Alright guys, so the finishing touches to the beat that I did real quick is with this EQ. I made like a little drop out in like the second verse, I guess, or whatever. And then for like this little gap, the second gap in the beat, I basically dropped out almost all of the high end, made it build back up for like a climax effect. It's gonna sound like this. And then the very last thing, I actually forgot to do this, but I'm just gonna trail off. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you want more content like this. I'm gonna start making this a weekly thing. Yeah, I'm gonna play the whole beat for you as like a little outro. Yeah, that's it. Peace guys. Later.